Hello, callers. Welcome back to Viva Barca, and welcome to another interesting episode where we are going to be discussing on the latest developing stories. We start with this huge one, talking about veteran captain Sergio Busquets, as it have been reported that the Barca legend is joining Inter Miami, as the move is a done deal. We are going to be discussing on that as we progress. Then, secondly, talking about this Girona midfielder, Oriol Romeu, as it has been reported that the player is seriously considered as a new backup DM for Barcelona in the coming summer. We are also going to be discussing on that. So guys, as we get right into the stories in much detail, please, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on the pulse bell notification so you always stay notified whenever I post a new video. Consider liking the video and please watch it right out to the very end. After over a month of speculations over his future might lie, Barcelona legend Sergio Busquets has signed for MLS outfit Inter Miami, where he will be reunited with former teammate and close friend Lionel Messi. Busquets announced his departure from FC Barcelona last month, given that his contract was expiring on June 30th. Having led the team to the La Liga title and the Spanish Super Cup triumph, the 34-year-old intended to bid goodbye to his boyhood club on a high. A move to Inter Miami had been rumored since January, but the former Spain and Barca captain also had offers from Saudi Arabia. Even when a move to Florida looked to be on the horizon, Al Ali from Saudi were tempting him with an offer that would triple the salary he would be earning at Inter Miami. Ultimately, though, Busquets has opted to sign for Inter Miami. It has been previously suggested that the Spaniard will be signing with the MLS franchise for 2.5 seasons, that is, until the end of 2025. Busquets departs Barcelona as one of the greatest ever to have represented the club since making his first team debut for the Catalans back in 2008 under Pep Guardiola. He soared to great heights, forming the golden midfield trio of Andres Iniesta and Xavi Hernandez that dominated football. Busquets' departure is bound to leave a big hole in the squad, and the La Liga champions are working so hard to find a proper replacement for him this summer. Of course, Sergio Busquets has finally made his decision, and his new club is Inter Miami, as he is set to join Messi, who moved earlier this month after strong links to Barcelona. And what a reunion! Two close friends up to this point. And there have also been rumors that Jordi Alba is also still linked to Inter Miami, so it can be a very big reunion there. Busquets, of course, decided to part ways with Barca after he opted against renewing his contract after Xavi was influencing the player, pushing the player to stay for at least one more year. But Busquets decided to say no, it's enough is enough. I've done well in these 15 years and I think my time here is over. So moving to Inter Miami was also something that have been in the rumor book since the month of January, and it has finally come to fruition. And as it stands, Barcelona continue to put their eyes on potential players who can a player who can replace him in that new pivot role. And there have been a lot of players we have been talking about. Xavi's preferred choice, Martin Zubimendi, for example, was the top choice to replace Busquets, but unfortunately, the move can't go through. It is now impossible because the player does not want to leave Sociedad, and also for the fact that Sociedad doesn't even want to negotiate any price with the player, and more to that, the 60 million euro release clause is what Sociedad have insisted that is the only money that can remove the player from the team, and of which Barca see the 60 million as quite expensive. So as it stands right now, Barcelona continue to hunt for a new DM, which we have been linked with uncountable players. Up to now, nobody can tell if which player is the favorite to replace Busquets. And Xavi himself have said it multiple occasions that the search for a new pivot midfielder is a priority for the club. It's a priority for the club. So far, the transfer window have been going quite well. We have signed Ilkay Gundogan, and we are close to signing Brazilian prodigy Vitor Roque. And players like Inigo Martinez will be leaving Athletic Club as a free agent, coming to strengthen the back line. So, of course, we know that further to have a successful transfer window, we need to sell players to balance the salary mass, to balance the wage books. And so far, Barca haven't sold any player, and I think that it is very important that the clubs start doing things very fast. As Busquets replacement remains a priority, looking for a new right back also is a priority, a new left winger is a priority. And I think those are the three priorities now left for Barcelona. So Sergio Busquets, being a legend as he have always been, moving to the MLS, despite heavy offers from Saudi Arabia, Al Ahly from Saudi Arabia came with a very big offer, but the player did not, he did not have any. He decided that he better goes to Inter Miami and join Messi, as he have also been in talks. Even before Messi joined Inter Miami, he has also been in talks with David Beckham's outfit that he wants to join there. And I think that he had already made up his mind, and there was no way that even Javi could have influenced him to extend his contract. He had already decided that he would try to change clubs and not sign a new contract for Barcelona. Then moving on to the final story of discussion, it is no secret that Barca are in the market for a new defensive midfielder this summer, as they look to find a long-term replacement for Sergio Busquets. Joshua Kimmich and Martin Zubimendi were identified as two of the main options for Javi, but both options have been ruled out completely as they are likely to be too expensive for Barca. The club had identified Sofian Amrabat as Plan B, but have abandoned their pursuit for the Moroccan international. With that in mind, Barca manager Xavi Hernandez has set his sights on this former La Masia player Oriol Romeu, who now plays for Girona, as his new Plan B in the bid to replace Sergio Busquets. This has been reported by Spanish TV, Onze TV3, who suggested the former Southampton midfielder is rated highly by the manager. The Spanish tactician considers Oriol Romeu as the ideal alternative for Joshua Kimmich and Zubimendi, at least momentarily. Currently playing straight for Girona, Romeu is a product of Barca's famed La Masia Academy. He had even featured in two competitive matches for Barca before leaving the club in 2011 for a fee around 4.6 million euros. Romeo has since garnered ample experience at the highest level of football, including 239 matches in the Premier League. He is now